The woods were supposed to be fun. Leo promised an easy hike, but the sun was already sinking behind the trees, the air turned cold, and a shiver ran down my spine. We were searching for the Miller family, the ones who vanished here 2 weeks ago. Leo wanted to be a hero, but I just wanted to go home. The path narrowed, overgrown and unfamiliar. Leo checked his phone, no signal. The map was useless. Every tree looked the same, looming and silent. I whispered, "I think we took a wrong turn." Leo didn't answer. He tried to look brave, but I saw the worry in his eyes. The forest was silent, as if it was waiting. Every shadow twisted into something menacing. A gust of wind sounded like someone whispering my name, Anna. I spun around, heart pounding. No one there. Just Leo, looking lost. We were just like the Millers now, swallowed by the woods. The trees pressed in, blocking out the last daylight. I tugged Leo's sleeve. "We have to go back." He stopped, pale. "I don't know which way is back, Anna." Real fear set in, a cold, heavy pit in my stomach. We were two kids, alone in a forest that didn't want us. The search for the Millers had become our own nightmare. We weren't heroes. We were just lost. As the last sliver of sun vanished, the woods came alive with strange, unsettling sounds. Every instinct screamed to run, but we could only move forward. The darkness swallowed us whole. My foot hit something soft, a small red sneaker half buried in the leaves. Leo's flashlight trembled as he pointed it at the shoe. It was a little boy's, maybe Timmy Miller's. Dread washed over me. The Millers had walked this path. We pressed on, eyes scanning for more clues. A few yards later, Leo found a pink torn sweater, Lily's from the newspaper photo. I touched the cold, damp wool, imagining Lily running, scared. What was she running from? The woods offered no answer. We found an empty juice box, a plastic dinosaur, and a muddy photograph. Smiling Millers, taken the day they vanished. Their happiness felt like a ghost under these menacing trees. The forest wasn't just where we were lost. It had taken them. A sickly, sweet, metallic smell drifted through the air, growing stronger with every step. The trail of lost things was no accident. Something was leading us deeper. Leo's flashlight beam cut through the darkness, but it felt useless. We weren't just following the Millers, we were being hunted. The smell thickened, pulling us forward. The clues were a trap, and we were caught. The woods pressed in, and the silence felt alive. We were getting close to something we shouldn't find. I wished we'd never left the main trail. The trees parted, revealing a clearing, and a cabin that shouldn't exist, old, crooked, made of rotting logs with smoke curling from the chimney. My map showed nothing here. This place wasn't supposed to be real. The sweet, rotten smell poured from the cabin, making my head spin. Leo grabbed my arm. "We should go," he whispered, but we couldn't move. The cabin looked ancient, moss covering its roof, strange symbols carved around the door. No paths led here except the one we'd made. A low humming vibrated from the walls, a sound of power and sadness. Leo raised the flashlight, the beam revealing twisted, spidery symbols. It felt like a warning, but the thought of the Millers kept us rooted. Were they inside? Was this where their journey ended? A floorboard creaked inside. Someone was moving. Every instinct screamed to run, but we had to know. Leo pointed the flashlight at the door. The humming grew louder as we stepped forward. The sweet smell was overwhelming. We crossed the threshold into the unknown. The door swung open, revealing a single, dim room. The air was thick with the smell of decay and fear. At a wooden table sat the Miller family. Mr. and Mrs. Miller, Timmy and Lily, perfectly still, eyes wide and vacant. They didn't move, blink, or breathe. They looked like dolls, frozen in terror. Their clothes matched the photograph, now dirty and torn. Timmy's red sneaker was missing. Lily's sweater was gone. No ropes or chains held them, but a shimmering energy bound them to their chairs. The humming filled the room, cold and ancient. I whispered, "Mr. Miller?" No response. An invisible wall kept us apart. The silence was absolute, broken only by the fire's crackle. The family was alive, but their spirits were caged. Shadows writhed on the walls, alive with menace. Something old and malevolent watched us from the darkness. The Millers were puppets, and we had walked onto its stage. We found the missing family, but not a rescue. We had found the heart of the nightmare. The cabin's evil was real, and it wanted more. Leo's flashlight revealed words carved into the table, rules for each family member. Do not speak of the woods. Do not shed a tear. Do not ask for home. Do not make a sound. These weren't just words, they were chains, the source of the curse. The family fought every second to obey, trapped in a silent battle. The entity fed on their suffering, the cabin alive with their despair. The humming intensified, the air growing colder. 2 empty chairs scraped out from the shadows, an invitation for us. The game wanted new players. If we sat, we'd be bound by new rules, trapped like the Millers. The open door felt impossibly far away. The pressure to sit was immense, a whisper promising safety if we joined. But there was no safety, only endless nightmare. We had to escape. But could we leave the Millers behind? The line between our world and this haunted place was blurring. We faced an impossible choice. I grabbed Leo's hand. "Run," I mouthed. We backed away, the cabin growling with rage. Shadows twisted, the humming became a roar. We bolted, crashing through the woods, chased by the cabin's fury. We didn't look back, running until the roaring faded and the night returned to normal. We burst onto a park road, collapsing under a streetlight, safe but changed. We told the police, but they found nothing. The cabin was gone. Only we knew the truth. The Millers were still trapped, the game unfinished. Sometimes I still hear the humming. The cabin waits, hidden, its story unfinished. If you found that cabin, would you run, or take a seat at the table? Some stories never let you go.